the station has now gone vertical. Take a look at this, guys. As you can see, we've now got some absolutely huge steel beams. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is TheJackSilkstone and welcome back to yet another Project Exodus / Hyperia construction vlog, and welcome to another week of Hyperia construction. That's right, we've just had the weekend gone, but this past week has been insane, as I'm sure you guys know, for Hyperia's construction. Let's just have a little recap over the past few months. Obviously, we had supports arrive here at the park, which was so exciting. We then had the rides track arrive here at the park, and all whilst this was going on, the ground pins were starting to go in over at the Project Exodus site. And then literally at the start of last week, we had supports starting to go up for this ride. And boy, oh boy, they went up at such a fast pace, to the point where literally a few days later, track was also going up. And then, yeah, we hit the weekend. Obviously, the workers aren't working over the weekend, and yeah, I'm back here once again on Monday. I'm going to be heading over to the construction site to show you all of the latest stuff that's happened already today, and I'm talking about what we can expect to see going in this week. But yeah, I believe not only am I going to be looking at all of us tracks and supports today, but there's also been a very exciting development with the station, which I'm very excited to hopefully be able to show you guys. So yeah, let's make our way over to the Project Exodus site. Let's do it. So you guys know the drill at this point. I've made our way straight up to the site balcony here on the Project Exodus construction site. Hyperia construction site, I'm gonna keep getting the two mixed up, aren't I? But yeah, the amount of changes that we've had are once again insane. This construction team are not messing around. Now, of course, the most exciting things that I've had to show you in the most recent updates, it's all been down this end of the site. And just like before, as you can see, we've had even more progress going on with the supports and also the track down that end of the site. We've now got multiple pieces of track going in, and I don't know if you can see, but we've also got multiple pieces of track ready to go up as well, including some very exciting white pieces that are just behind this cement lorry. There you go, you can see them now. As you can see, they're very, very twisted. And yeah, as I'm currently filming this, they are putting up even more supports, obviously ready to put up track after that. So yeah, I'll make sure to head down there in a little bit. But since that last video that I filmed, we've also had some very, very exciting developments happening over at this part of the site, where of course they're working on the station and the maintenance building. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to tell you that the station has now gone vertical. Take a look at this, guys. As you can see, we've now got some absolutely huge steel beams. And yeah, I genuinely cannot believe just how tall this station framework is. It's enormous. And yeah, I'm gonna make sure to head down over to this area of the site. I think they're literally about to pick up some of these pieces of steel and add them onto this station structure, which is all very exciting. But yeah, there's an awesome overview of the entire site as it currently stands. Progress is really coming along. We've literally got 3 cranes on site today, which is the most we've ever had. So yeah, I'm gonna head down onto the site itself and get some close-up views for you guys. I don't know if I should head over to the supports first or the station. I think I'm gonna wait and see if these guys down here are gonna start lifting these beams, because if so, I'll start with the station. I genuinely can't believe how big this thing is. I don't know why, but in my head, the station was always just gonna be like a single story building, which is ridiculous because in the plans, we literally know that you go upstairs to get into the station and board the train itself. But in my head, I never comprehended it being as big as it's looking like it's gonna be. It's insane. If you can see this little bar that goes across here, I'm just trying to look on the screen to make sure I'm getting this right. Yeah, these little bars here, I presume that is gonna be like the story that you'll be standing on when you get onto the train, and obviously the stairs will take you up to that point there, which is where obviously the floor in the station will be. That's just my guess, but I think it's looking that way because it looks like you've got enough room above that for like the ceiling of the station. But yeah, obviously this, where the station is currently being built, is where the Canada Creek railway station always used to be. So I don't know if that kind of altered my thinking of how it's going to look. Because obviously the Canada Creek railway station was quite a small building. It was just a single story. So in my head, I think I was just expecting Hyperia station to be of a similar size, but it's absolutely massive. And yeah, once again, it just shows how quick this construction crew are working, because all of this, as I said, has gone up within literally the last few hours. I wouldn't be surprised if within the next few days the entire station framework is in, which is so cool. Now of course at the moment we don't really have a great insight as to how the station is going to be themed or styled. The only thing that we have to go off are these plans that were uploaded a few months ago now, well many months ago now in fact. But it was like after all of the plans for the ride itself went in. But yeah, once again, it's just another thing on this site that's really kind of showing how quickly this project is coming along. I'll tell you what guys, I'm very excited to make my way down this side of the site, a place where I haven't actually been in a very long time. This is of course where Loggers Leap's final drop used to be. So I spent a lot of time down this area of the site towards the start of the year, but obviously since they've started done all this construction, I don't really find myself coming down this area of the site a lot anymore. But yeah, I'm very excited to head down here because it's time to go and check out all of the supporters stuff. I'm very excited to get up close and personal at all of the work they're doing down here. Come on! Wow, I'll tell you what, the view that you get down from this corner of the site is once again just incredible. You can literally see the entirety of Thorpe Park from here. You can see every single coaster in the park. It's absolutely amazing, and you just got to think how insane the view from the top of Hyperia is going to be. Obviously, you're going to be facing out towards the lake and everything, but if you can manage to like turn around and just look behind you when you're at the top of this 236-foot lift hill, you're just going to be able to see the entire park, and it's going to look incredible. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favourite spots on site currently. I mean, as I said, I haven't been here in ages, but just being here now, it's absolutely gorgeous. You can really get a scale of how big this ride is going to be. And yeah, obviously this over here is the most exciting place currently on site, in my opinion. And yeah, we've now got even more bits of track that have gone in since the last time I filmed an update here on site. So with this kind of massive bit, currently the tallest bit of track on site, we've now got 3 pieces of track that make up this little element. And then down here, we've also got 2 pieces of track that have gone in. Now, essentially, all of these pieces of track are to do with that massive kind of twist element right down this end of the ride. So, of course, you'll go up the big lift hill, you'll do the first drop, you'll go into a big inversion that I think is like 200 feet tall, and then you're going to come down. At that point, you'll then join this bit of track behind, go up into that insane twist, come down, and at that point you'll then hit this little bit of track right here. And already the scale of this thing is insane. And yeah, we haven't even got to the white track. I was just talking to some of the construction workers, and they're actually saying that obviously once it kind of reaches the tree height is when we will then start seeing the white track. And of course we have currently got some white track, which I'll hopefully go over and see in just a second. But to me, it seems like maybe the next bit of track that we get onto this bit could be that white bit of track. And of course, you got to think the trees in this area, what, like, I I'd say about 80 feet tall, considering saw the ride's like 100 foot. I'd say they're a little bit smaller. So yeah, I think at this point, this bit of track, I'd say is about just over 50 foot maybe. And this element over here is enormous. I think we're talking like 150 to 200 foot. So that's literally a quarter of how big this element is gonna be. That's absolutely insane. I think literally the size of these cranes is how tall this element alone could be. And the lift hill will of course be even taller. But yeah, loads more supports have also gone in since the last update I filmed. In fact, they're currently working on that massive element structure, because of course it is a big structure at this point, rather than these supports where it's like one support or two little triangle supports will support a bit of track. At this point, there's a massive structure that's going to be holding up that entire twist part of the ride. And yeah, they're currently up on their cherry pickers, securing this massive support right there. Also, just whilst I am down this end of the site, I saw a comment in a recent video asking if that bit of Loggers Leap's trough is still in, and I can confirm, as you can see, it is still in there, guys. No idea what's going on with that, when it will be coming out, if it's going to come out at this point. Not too sure at all, but yeah, it is currently still in. But yeah, I'm going to stand here for a little bit, get some photos and videos of them putting these supports up. And then yeah, I'll make my way over to the track that's gone in and the track that's waiting to go in. I really want to see one of these white bits of track, because I haven't actually seen a white bit of track up close and personal yet. They're of course going to be some of the tallest points of the ride. I'll tell you what, you cannot argue that this construction crew working on these supports and track are incredible at their jobs. I've literally just been stood over there for like 10-15 minutes watching them put up this support, and just like the teamwork and like the communication between them all is so cool to just watch. Like, they're so good at their jobs. And yeah, essentially what they're doing is just building a massive puzzle, but you've got to think how precise everything has to be in order for this track to line up perfectly and for this to be a smooth coaster. And of course, you guys that have rode Mack coasters, the likes of Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Ride to Happiness at Plopsaland, you know just how smooth Mack coasters are known for being. And yeah, largely it's down to the manufacturer Mack, but it's also down to these guys, the construction workers that put together these insane rides. But yeah, just being in this area now is so surreal. I know I keep saying this throughout the video, but just looking up and seeing all of these supports above me is so cool. And yeah, I'll just take you down here because we can now actually go underneath the track. So yeah, this is a bit of track that you'll of course leave that massive twist section and go into. And yeah, it now stretches right above the path that you're able to walk here on site. And yeah, you've got two bits of track here as well. So presumably they'll be going either here or there. To be honest, I'd probably guess here because there's loads of supports already in place for those. So yeah, these will be going up there very shortly. Awesome to see. And then yeah, if we go underneath this bit of track, honestly, even just walking under this is so surreal. Look at that. So yeah, right here we've got some golden and white supports. Of course, the white ones are a little bit more exciting in my opinion, because it means that we're going to see the ride go even higher than it currently is. But yeah, look at this view now, guys. Oh my God. That is a very sexy view, isn't it? Look at that. The height of this ride already is amazing. And yeah, just up here, we've got some of those white bits of track. We've got another gold bit here. So presumably this one will be going right about here. But yeah, let's have a little wander up here and see these white bits of track. Now these are so exciting because not only, as I said, are they white, but they're also the most twisted bits of track that we've seen so far. Look how twisted that is. Wow, wow, wow. So yeah, that's the first bit of white track that I've touched, apart from the lift hill, which of course got delivered the other day, the very top of that lift hill I filmed in the previous video. But yeah, I presume that we'll be seeing these white bits of track go right above this bit of track here. And of course, Thorpe Park have recently confirmed that there won't be like a fade from the gold to white. It will instead just be a break. So it will literally go from a gold bit straight to a white bit. But yeah, presumably once all of this big structure of supports is up, they'll then be able to put these bits of track up, which is really, really exciting. So yeah, in terms of timescale now, I'm not too sure how long it's going to take them to do this big kind of support structure. It could be the end of today, it could be maybe a few days into this week, but I think a pretty safe bet would be to say that by the end of this week, we'll hopefully be seeing at least this white track going in. If not, maybe even the entire element. Who knows, it might take a little bit longer than a week, but judging by the speed that they're doing this, I mean, another support is literally going up right now. Yeah, we could be seeing this whole element and this lower end of a site ticked off by the end of the week, if not the fortnight, which it's insane, absolutely insane. These guys that are building this ride are so talented and absolute legends. And yeah, we've now got Mac on site as well. I think this guy just behind me in the high vis is actually a Mac worker, so he would have come over from Germany to kind of oversee all of the sports going up. But yeah, just standing here amongst all of this is so cool. So cool. So yeah, I'm gonna round off yet another construction update right there. As always, be sure to subscribe for even more regular updates in regards to the track and supports down this end of a site, but now also the station building right down the other end of a site. As I keep saying, these next few months are going to be the most exciting points for construction for this ride, and I'm going to be filming regular videos. As soon as anything happens, you guys know I'll be here on the site updating you all. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. My name is Jack Silkstone. Good.